Hi Gemini, thank you so much for tuning into Runabe's Tarot, this 7 Galu. Back with another video for the Gemini Collective, okay? So thank you so much Gemini for tuning in. We do have a reading for you, okay? This is just going to be whatever comes out, okay? So whatever comes out, Gemini. So let's get into it. What does Spirit want you to know? And thank you guys so much for all the likes, comments, and subscribes, okay? If you do like the video, comment down below, okay? Also, like the video, share the video, guys, okay? If you would not like to, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to, all right? Your energy is just enough. So thank you guys so much for all of your likes, comments, and subscribes, okay? Let's see. Let's get it, baby. Let's see. What is for Gemini Collective? For our Gemini Collective, what does Spirit need you to know right now, Gemini? What does Spirit need you to know right now, Gemini? What does Spirit need you to know? All right, let's see. So Gemini, there's a love triangle, okay? There's some sort of road here. Somebody may be leaving, okay, and looking at someone's pictures, all right? Let's see what is going on. What is love triangle? What is love triangle for Gemini? What is love triangle for Gemini Collective? What is love triangle for Gemini Collective? What is love triangle for Gemini Collective? All right, so Gemini, I do see that somebody is leaving here. Okay, there was a love triangle, okay, and somebody is not being, somebody may not have their children, right? So they're looking at pictures of their children here. Okay, what is this 8 of Cups? So somebody's leaving and they're just, a relationship, or, perhaps leaving to another city, state, okay, and they're looking at pictures of their children, okay? They are alone at this time. This is because of some sort of love triangle, okay? Yeah, so yeah, there may have been a child that's not someone's, okay? So somebody left, okay, and left someone alone, okay? And they're just looking at pictures. Maybe they're looking at a picture of a child, right? Child in reverse. Then we have the Ace of Wands indicating perhaps the pregnancy with this child beside it, right? So somebody's looking at some pictures like, maybe a child has just been born, or maybe they just found out that a child is not theirs. There was some sort of cheating going in, involved along, okay? And someone is alone. Somebody has left, okay? What is road here? What is road? Yeah, somebody doesn't know if they should leave or not, okay? A secret actually came out perhaps in a courtroom about someone's, paternity, about a paternity of a child, okay? Somebody is sick. This is Star card, guys, so we can't show it. But somebody is really sick here because, they've been around this child. They may have, birthed this child, right? This isn't a newborn. This could be a toddler here. All right. And, they had some sort of deliberation in court. Okay. And they don't know, what's going to happen in court. They may just be looking at the pictures like, is this child mine? Or this secret may have already came out about a child, okay? And somebody's really in bad health about this, okay? So somebody's leaving here. What is this road? Yeah, it's weighing heavy on them, right? They're sad, they're crying, right? In reference to this paternity, okay? What is pictures? What is pictures? Yeah, so this is definitely a baby mother, okay? They may think that their baby mother is toxic and they have betrayed them in some form of fashion, right? This is the baby mother card. Typically in reverse is the baby mother card, but upright, right? It landed on the child here. This is a baby mother, okay, who somebody feels betrayed by, okay? Because somebody is not sure if a child is theirs or it has already came out, right? That a child is not theirs. So they're either waiting for this deliberation with some sort of paternity test in court, or they have already came to the conclusion that this is not their child, and they don't know whether to, stay and still take care of this child, they've grown some sort of relationship with the child, and they don't know, if that is the right thing or not, if they're a father, or maybe, they're looking at it like, am I dad or my father, something like that. And I say that, guys, flip the roles, but I say that simply because the woman came out, right, with birthing the child, and the woman does have the child, right? All right, so let's see, Gemini, what else do you need to know at this time? What else do you need to know at this time? What else do you need to know at this time, Gemini? What else do you need to know? at this time. We're going to put this one back, guys, because that one accidentally fell out. Okay, so we have some sort of aliens. Okay, somebody's letting go. Somebody's saying deuces, right? So alien typically represents some sort of spiritual guide, right? Or some sort of outside forces here. Okay, typically, you know, within this deck, I look at this card as, you know, somebody who's spiritual, perhaps a practitioner, somebody who has some sort of magical gifts, right? Let's see, what is aliens? What is aliens? All right, so somebody is like trying to heal here, okay? Somebody is like in some sort of illusion and holding back emotions here. What is this Three of Swords in reverse? Yeah, so somebody just got out of some sort of relationship with someone, you know, in the paternity of their child. They may have even moved out of a home, right? Or they may just be thinking of moving out of a home. Okay, somebody let someone go because they feel like they were cheating, right? Or they were going back and forth here. What is this Ace of Cups? Yeah, so they are like, you know, they want some sort of money, all right? They perhaps wanted some sort of relationship, but somebody's not telling the truth, okay, about a relationship, right? So it seems as though somebody is lying or not being honest about some sort of money, and that they don't want a relationship, right? So there's some sort of alien forces here, or some sort of practitioner. Maybe someone has gotten a reading, okay, that someone is not in love with someone, or somebody is healing from a breakup here, right? And someone has some sort of illusion as to why someone left out of a home, okay? And someone is all about money. They're not telling the truth. They don't really want a relationship, right? So somebody may have gotten a reading, and the reader may have informed them that, you know, somebody is kind of cold-hearted. They don't want, you know, a relationship, you know, and the reader is giving them reasons as to why somebody left out of a home, right? So there's some sort of illusion. So somebody may say, you know, I left out of a home because, you know, I just don't want to be in a relationship anymore because I want to be with someone else, right? Or they may have said, hey, I left out of a home because, you know, I want to move over here. You don't want to move, and I want to move, so I'm leaving out of home, right? This person got in a reading to know exactly why somebody left out of a home. And what the reader has told them is they left out of a home because, you know, somebody wants money. Somebody doesn't want love. They don't think this person really loves them. They just want money. Okay, that's why they left. That's why they broke up, right? So somebody's getting some sort of reading here as to why somebody left out of a home here. And somebody's not telling the truth as to why they left out of a home, and they got in a reading, and the reading said that somebody's not being honest. They left out of a home because somebody only wanted money and somebody didn't want a real relationship, right? So somebody's had some sort of assistance from some sort of outside forces informing them why, you know, somebody left a relationship, right? So somebody let go because the reader informed them, you know, this person is only going back and forth, right? And someone doesn't have much to give, right? So they left here. Okay, so what's recharge? Yeah, Gemini, this is your energy right here. Okay, so Gemini, somebody may think that you're manipulative here, okay, and that you go back and forth, you may cheat. You know, that's why they let go of you, or they may be telling you this, right? That's why they let go, you know, and that's why they don't want a future with you. Maybe because, you know, you only care about money, you don't want love. You know, that's why they're out here like this, you know, that's why they let go. Okay, and somebody left here because somebody doesn't have anything to give. So they may be saying that, right? So somebody is like trying to put you in competition, right? So somebody wants other options is what I'm getting, Gemini. Okay, yeah, a reader has informed somebody that someone doesn't have anything to give and they just want someone for money. So Gemini, you know, there may be a paternity of a child and someone's like, you know, well, this isn't my child, da 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 da. And someone may not, you know, I'm sorry to say this, guys, but somebody may not really be concerned, Gemini. Maybe you, I'm just going to paint you as the protagonist in this situation, okay? You may not care. You know, you may like, you know, they may be questioning you like, is this my child? Is this my child, right? Because you want to leave a relationship or you don't want to be with this person because you don't feel like this person has enough finances for you, right? So somebody is perhaps questioning a child and taking a paternity test to see if it's their child here because they're like, you know, you don't want to be with them, right? And you're probably like, you know, I don't want to be with you because, you know, like, I just don't feel like this is real love. They get a reading and they're like, well, Gemini doesn't want to be with you because of money. They feel like you're not working, right? So that, and this person may have gotten upset, you know, as far as you don't want them because they maybe not be working, and they probably you're trying to get a paternity test. Like, oh, Gemini, like, since you don't want me, I'm gonna see why you really don't want me. You know, like do something. I'm gonna see why you really don't want me, and we're gonna go to court and we're gonna take a paternity test. You know, something like that, Gemini. Something to that equivalent. Okay, guys, it's something like that. All right. Let's see what else does Spirit need to let you know right now, Gemini. That person definitely got a reading, guys. If they're saying that they want a paternity test or some shit like that after you guys broke up, that they got a reading and they don't know why you want to leave them, and they're trying to take you through hell, okay? And they're looking at pictures like, does that baby look like me? Okay. That is what's happening here, okay? Something with paternity and someone breaking up because they don't want to be with someone because they don't bring in enough money, they don't do enough. And again, somebody thinks, oh, well, then that must not be my fucking child then, right? Let's see, Gemini, what else do you need to know right now, Gemini? What else do you need to know right now? What else? Okay, yeah, caregiver harmony here, okay? So something has fell apart, okay? This is dismemberment, right? This can also be looked at as a tower card, okay? Harmony here, somebody wants some sort of peace. Something fell apart, right? Somebody wants some sort of peace, okay? Caregiver, somebody wants someone to take care of them. An offer, right? It could be some sort of relationship in reference to an offer, all right? So let's see what is going on here, Gemini. What is dismemberment? What is dismemberment for Gemini? All right, so yeah, so there has been a tower moment, right? This could be a fire sign, guys. Doesn't have to be, okay? You have removed this person. This person may be in a very, very promiscuous energy, this masculine, okay? They're trying to make you some sort of offer, right? They're trying to have some sort of relationship with you, okay? However, this person is really sick, right? They're rushing in. So this person could be, you know, could have some sort of illness here. Doesn't have to be, you guys, but they could with the star card in reverse, right? But they're rushing in to have some sort of relationship with you. You may have recently broke up with this person, right? And they're trying to give you this cup of love here, all right? But you feel as though this person is a little promiscuous here, okay? You feel as though this person may have some sort of illness here. It doesn't have to be, guys. It doesn't have to be, you know, some sort of sexy and infection. Does not have to be. It could be something else, right? But this person may be sick here, right? So this person's life may be falling apart here with this tower and this dismemberment here, okay? So this person is rushing into you to try to have some sort of relationship with you, right? They're trying to make some sort of peace with you. What is this Knight of Swords? What is this Knight of Swords? Yeah, somebody's trying to pull themselves together. Okay, they're rushing into you, trying to pull themselves together, right? They're trying to get it by any means. So they're trying to get back into your home by any means with this Four of Wands here, right? And somebody is like sick here, right? And this Five of Swords by any means, right? They're trying to like come in and say, you know, harmonize, peace, balance, happiness. They're trying to put this back together, right? Because they're sad because they cannot be in your home here. This person may not be working at this time, guys. Okay, doesn't have to be, but needless to say, this person wants to have some sort of peace with you by any means here. They're hurting, they're sad, they could have some sort of health issue. Doesn't have to be, guys. But this person wants to offer you a cup of love, Gemini. Okay, what is, let's see, what is, caregiver? What is caregiver? What is caregiver? Okay, so secretly somebody may want you to be a caregiver for them, right? Or perhaps this high priestess has been informing you that this person wants you to take care of them, right? This person wants to make some sort of peace, right? They may want options. At the same time, they may want some sort of material gain for you or some sort of material lifetime. Yeah, they may want some materials with you. They may see a lifetime with you, right? They feel as though you may take care of them. They may have some sort of material gains off of you, right? So they may want some sort of material gain off of you, right? So somebody's like trapped in their mind, or somebody's trying to trap themselves back in a house or trap you back in a household. Or maybe you're the one, you know, who cooks, cleans and things like that. And they just, you know, go to work here. So they look at you as a valuable, like you're not a liability, right? You're valuable. You bring some sort of peace to the home here. You probably cook, clean, all that, right? So secretly, like you're like a caregiver, secretly, like this person may just work, right, Gemini? But you cook, clean, like wash everything, like you bring peace and harmony in this home. So they're trying to have you like trapped in a home here, right? Because without you, like, I guess they don't have it, you know, they may have food, all that other stuff, but I guess they don't have like a good home cooked meal. The house isn't clean, right? The kids are, they're missing their kids. They're like, dang, I didn't know, this house would just be a house and not a home, right? So guys, take it how it resonates. Somebody wants to trap somebody in a home, or somebody wants to stay at someone's home, right? And stay there, right? And plant themselves there and be like, oh yeah, and just like walk around and act like it's their house. Or somebody is missing you, Gemini, and they want you to come back because you definitely, made this home feel comfortable here. Okay, they're trying to get you back by any means here, right? Because like I said, they may be the ones with the money, but you're the one who does like all the caregiving, like you bring a feminine energy here. Okay, and secretly they may not be wanting to tell you this. They may be like feeling like, oh, like, yeah, you can come back, whatever. But they may be saying like, damn, like, dishes ain't washed, say, I forgot to do this. I forgot to do that, say, damn, like my clothes ain't washed. I forgot. She does that, or he does that, whatever. Right. So it's something like that. Okay. So this person, they may be a cheater, or they may have previously been a cheater, guys. We don't want to put any negative energy on it. Right. Everybody's story is different, but this King of Wands is in reverse today. Maybe like really, really freaky or something like that. Okay. Whatever. Right. Or they may be a cheater, right? They want to make you an offer, right? They want to bring you back. They want to trap you in this house, bro. Like you're like a maid or something like that. Or they need you is what I'm getting. They want to trap you back in this house, or they want to plant themselves back into your house. They want to trap their own self, right? Back into your house, into your home. What is an offer? Yeah. So So somebody, let's see. So somebody, yeah. So it's like you're turning down this person. You don't want this person. It's like you feel like, everything to you. You may feel like, this person is dirty. You know what I mean? So like you're cleaning. This person's looking at you like, oh yeah, I'm clean. Da 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 da. Right? This is the feminine energy, right? But you're looking like, this person don't clean. I gotta clean. Say I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta overdo it. You may be looking at it totally different from this person. So it's like you're not taking this person's offer, right? You're holding on to your own, pentacle finances. Like you're keeping to yourself. You're keeping your abundant energy to yourself, okay? This may be your baby father, your baby mother, all right? I don't know, all right? But you're not taking this person's offer, Gemini, it seems like, okay? You just want, you feel as though this person you feel like is more cleaning, you know what I mean? Behind this person. Let's see, what's an offer here? Yeah, so, yeah, you feel like this person maybe not clean up after themselves. They don't, look out for themselves. They don't look at their actions here. Okay. What's this high priestess here? What is this high priestess? All right. Yeah. But secretly you feel like it's more of a hassle for you with this person, or this person just wants money, guys. Okay. Switch it. Okay. And you're trying to avoid a tower of financial loss. Okay. Or you feel like, this person's just unstable. Like they do whatever they want to do. They walk however they want to walk, they sleep around, do crazy-ish, So you're like, no, you want to avoid this tower. So secretly, you feel like it's more of a hassle for you. You want to avoid this tower. This person may not, spend their money how they should. But I'm really getting more so this person just makes more of a mess for you. So it's happy for them, right? In their eyes, you're like, oh, cook, clean, that. But you're like dirty. It's like the opposite. And you want to avoid this tower, Gemini, is what I'm getting, okay? Let's see. What should you know with this information here? So this person may be like, yeah, since you don't want to come back, with the kids or whatever, right? Or you don't want to come back, like I want a paternity test. Like this person may be trying to like take you through like hell because you don't want to come back. Like, oh, that kid must not be mine. Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? That's really the energy that I'm getting. Okay. Or I'm getting like, this person, is maybe a homosexual, right? They want to stay with you because you have the money, you have this, you have that, and they feel like, it's easier with you. And you're like, hell no, because this person takes my money. Okay. Or this person, I'm this person's mother. Like, and you're like, no, and this person's like, well, then that child may not be mine then, something like that, guys. Or this child, Gemini, maybe you may be a Gemini masculine, or the child may actually not be yours. And now you're thinking like, you know what? Let me, what the is going on? You know what I mean? Like, or, This person may be acting weird, suspicious around the home, something to that equivalent, right? And you're like, what is going on, all right? So somebody's trying to get down to some sort of paternity test. Somebody's asking for some sort of paternity test. Somebody may wanted you to take a paternity test, Gemini. Now they're scared. They're like, oh, you know, now they're looking at the pictures like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, them ears is kind of like, they are kind of different, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so they trying to put you through some bullshit, but now they looking at the damn pictures, they damn self, and you know, they over there sick, you know, they putting themselves in some sort of illusion, right? Okay, Gemini, so what do you need to know about this situation here? What does spirit need you to know? Like, what is your advice here? Okay, let's see. Bad karma turned in reverse, fake flexing. Okay, moving. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so we're just going to put everything up, right? Okay, if it's in reverse, we'll clarify it. All right, so somebody's going through some sort of bad karma. Okay, they're acting like they may, you know, have some sort of finances or something to that equivalent, but they really need to move, right? Somebody got caught stalking someone. Okay, let's see what is going on. What is bad karma? What is bad karma? What is bad karma? What is bad karma? All right, so it's weighing heavy on somebody, right? To see the future, right? And they're like, remember what I said, right? They're like, oh yeah, you know, take a paternity test, I'm going to take a paternity test, right? So this person is actually is weighing heavy on them, right? Because they're like, damn, like what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are the results going to motherfucking be? Like, damn, like, is this my child, right? So they actually brought on their own damn karma by trying to put you through some hell, right? And take a paternity test, have you in court and all this other shit. Right now they talking about, you know, if it don't come out to be mine, you know, something, you know, saying threatening you and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, they just put them own selves in bad position, right? It's weighing heavy on them, right? So they going through their own karma right now. Gemini is what you need to know right now. Okay, this person's like, damn, like, you know, this person's really thinking if it's not mine, then, you know, they're gonna start some drama is what they're doing. What is fake flexing, right? So somebody's like, they done spend money on the kids, you know. Yeah, this is not funny, guys, but you know, this person is like thinking about the kids, thinking about like the risk that they took with the kids, you know, they worry, right? Because they're like, I done spent my damn money, this better be, you know, like that is how they're feeling, right? So somebody is moving, this is moving here. So what is moving? Yeah, so somebody's not being honest about moving here, right? Or somebody don't know if somebody is going to have to move or not. It's kind of hurting this person, right? Yeah, this father, right? This pregnancy is hurting this person, or this birth here, right? So they're like, if this comes out not to be true, right? If this child is not mine, if this is not the truth, right? Then this person is like, they're moving, like they're done, like they're moving far away, you know, across to the other side of the world, like they're moving to Africa, you know what I mean? They're moving to Alaska where nobody will ever see them again, you know, like that is what it's giving, Gemini. This person's like, they will freaking move. You will never see them again. You will never hear from them again. You know, like, this person is like, they told you, I'm getting Gemini, that they told you that they wanted a paternity test, okay? Because you were acting funny, you know, or you know, maybe you told them, okay, take out how it resonates, Gemini, but for most of you, I'm getting they told you, right? This is masculine, right? So this person is saying that they will move to the other side of the world, Gemini, if it's not their child, you know, and y'all gonna have, you know, some problems, you know what I mean? If something happened with this paternity test, right? What is hooked here? What is hooked? Okay, so somebody is like caught. Okay, so somebody's like in their phone, like they're hooked to their phone, right? Somebody's single, sexy, insufficient here. Okay, so somebody's like looking at you always on the phone, okay, by any means for like long periods of time here, okay? Because they see that you're single, you're sexy, right? I guess you guys like broke up, right? And now they're like, you know, they're gonna catch you. Now they're gonna catch you, right? Like they're like watching you, seeing if they can catch you, do something. It's like this person's making drama. So this person is saying like they're still going to snake you. Okay, if this isn't this. So they're like thinking about this. They're going to do their own karma mentally, right? And they're like, you know, I'm gonna get you. Like I'm gonna catch you somewhere or something like that, right? while you're grocery shopping or whatever, by any means, like, I'm gonna do something. It doesn't always have to be bad, right? But more so, this person like may do something like always watch you and call the police on you here, or know something about you, right? And go report you or something like that. This is what I'm getting. Okay. Or they're just like, they're watching you everywhere you go, right? Because their mind is like stuck on their phone. They're watching you on their phone here. They may be like going to the same stores that you go to, and see like who you're talking to, see if they can catch you, right? As they wait for this paternity test. So this person is like tripping out. They have their own karma. Okay, so what spirit needs you to know is that, this person is going to act a fool. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's get some more advice on this, because that's really, this person is going through their own bad karmas. But spirit wants you to technically tell you, right? And they're acting a fool. They're bugging out. They're tripping out. They're acting like, oh, if it's not mine, this is what I'm going to do. They're going through their own karma. So if they're the ones that are like, yeah, you know what? Since we broke up, I want you to get a paternity. So this person, every single day of their life, that test is waiting. You know what I mean? That person is acting a doggone fool. They're going through their own bad karma, Gemini, is what you need to know. Okay. Let's see. Is there any more else advice? You are protected though. Okay. Spirit is like, you're protected. Okay. Is there any more advice for Gemini? Yeah. Also, this person is very, very, this person is secretly lustful here. And somebody is, so remember how we said this person could have been like really, really freaky, right? When you were with them, right? They're really, really lustful, like silently, right? They're trying to catch you, at Walmart, since you guys don't want to be out together, to see if anybody's with you, you know what I mean? Or something like that, right? So this person is like watching the heck out of you, right? So they're going through their own karma, okay? Pretty much, they miss you, like you're protected, right? This person's just tripping. They're tripped out, going through their own karma, behind the bushes, doing everything. But that's their karma, because this is who they were, okay, when y'all were together. All right. So that is for you, Gemini. Okay. So thank you so much, Gemini, for tuning in. We'll see you next one. Bye.